My name is Amy Magoga. I am the pre-toddler room leader at Choklits and I've been here for 2.5 years. The reason I decided to go into early learning was actually because my sister, she at the moment is 8 years old, so there's a bit of an age gap. And I just loved looking after her when I was younger. I'd be the one to look after her while mum and dad went to work. I'd do everything for her, and yeah, she's the reason I'm into early learning. I got the job here at Choklits through Talia, who works in the nursery room. We were pretty much best mates throughout high school, and I unfortunately didn't get the job I wanted at another centre, and Talia said, "Why don't you work at Choklits?" So Sue gave me a ring one time when I was on schoolies and yeah, she just asked for an interview, and then I came around and got the job. It was pretty exciting. Since working at Choklits, I have learnt that I have so much confidence in what I do here, and I've gained so much knowledge of what I didn't learn through TAFE or schooling. Like, you learn it from experience, from educators, from the family, from the children. I've just learnt how to be a better educator and continue to learn and grow. Something you don't probably know about me is I love to go camping almost every weekend. Yeah, with fishing, like to go out, not so much the bush, have a massive phobia of snakes, which is not helpful when you go camping, but yeah. It's important to form relationships with not only the children but also the families to get a better understanding of the child's interests, goals, what milestones they want to reach within the chocolate community and with the families. It's good to understand how you can interact and provide experiences based on their interests. My leadership style is, I like to think I'm someone who communicates with the team and gets everyone's input into how to run the room, what experiences to set out. I like the room to work as a team, work as one, and come out with the best outcome for the children. Yeah, we try and focus getting outside pretty much every day if we can. We go outside every time, whether it's raining, if it's a quick run pretty much, just because they need to move, they need to get the physical activity every day, they need to warm their bodies up, not just sitting on the floor, and which is great sometimes, but for a lot of the time they need to run, yeah. Chocolate's funny moments for me is anytime I'm talking to Tracy, really. She just provides the best stories when she was here. So good. Yeah, the moment I realised that there was a leadership position for me at Choklits was working in the toddler room alongside Mel, being in her room, when one day she just asked me if I wanted to be 2IC within the room, and I said, yeah, sure. And I just thought to myself, like, someone else has seen that I could actually be a leader within this Choklits community. What I love about working at Choklits is getting to see the children every day, walking in the door and getting hugs from them all when they see you, getting the support from the educators within my room and the other rooms as well. What's really hard is the kinders that are in this year were the ones that I looked after when I first started. So I was in the toddler room with them, and then now they're all about to go off to primary school. You know, you have a good relationship with a child when they come to you for their needs and wants, and whether that's a cry or a laugh, they come to you for it. And that's pretty much built on being able to get down to the child's level and being there for them in those times of need. So when a child first starts in the pre-toddler room, they usually have 2 orientations. One starting with the family, where I will have a conversation with the family on what their goals are for the child, their interests, their fears, what they're trying to work on with them at home, and trying to incorporate that into the everyday planning and programming. It's also a good opportunity to see how the child goes within the room with other children, whether they socialise or whether they sit with the family for the whole time, which is completely normal. It's probably the first time they've ever been in a childcare setting. The second orientation is usually for an hour or 2, depending on how the child goes, and that's without the family. It's a good idea, it's a good way for us to connect with the child, start building a foundation of a relationship with the child, get them socialising, good sense of belonging within the room. The way we build our curriculum within Choklits is based firstly on the child's interests, goals and their milestones that they need to reach. Personally, the way I do this is then trying to link that into the outcomes, and then I reflect on them by looking at the pillars and seeing how I can personally reflect on the pillars to link in with the outcomes for the children. The 5 pillars are communication, consistency, collaboration, growth and reflection. The 5 learning outcomes are identity, community, well-being, learning and communication. The way we like to link the 5 outcomes and the 5 pillars is through, if a child does start here, I like to look at identity, which is part of the learning outcomes, and seeing how they are confident within the room, providing them a sense of belonging also within the room and giving the families a sense of belonging within the community. This is shown also through our KPIs that we do every day, the daily reflections that we do every day as well for each child, and through their learning stories as well. Yep, is that done?